For the sketchbook entry, we're going to be using references. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to look at one side or the other side, or you can look at both, in order to figure out the anatomy of a skull, and then we're going to practice features of a face, and then we're going to go into the proportions of the human face. For a skull, we're going to be drawing an oval, then another oval, and if you have to zoom in, please do that. We're also going to be drawing a upside down V, and then a little wavy W. We're going to draw the side of the skull by making a curve shape. We're then going to do the other side too. So whatever we do to one side, we'll do to the other side. I made a mistake, so I'm going to erase it, and then I'm going to fix it. Most of the time you want to fix your mistakes before you erase them. So just try to make it as symmetrical as possible. Then I'm going to be making two lines that go down. So this is the top of the mandible, or the top of where the top teeth are. So I'm going to make 10 upside down happy face shapes, or unhappy face shapes. Then I'm going to be making lines that come down. So there'll be 11 lines that come down. And then I'm going to make, again, 10 happy face shapes. So this will be the top of the teeth, the top row of the teeth. I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom row by making 10 lines that come down, and then 11 lines that come down, and then 10 U shapes. Here are 2 lines that come down to extend the jaw, and then I make a line that comes down. Then I'll do the same thing on the other side. Remember, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other, especially if you're drawing something symmetrical like a skull. Then you're going to make a large unhappy face shape for the top of the skull. We're then going to move on to the eye. I'm going to just draw one eye. So I'm fixing the skull that I am drawing right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw one eye, because I want you to practice drawing the same or similar eyes throughout the sketch. If you want to try a profile view, you can. If you want to try shading in some of the skull, you could do that as well. Here we go. Let's draw this eye. You'll notice that there are 3 parts to the eye. We have the eyelids, we have the iris, and then we have the pupil. So I'm drawing the top of the eye, then I'm going to draw the bottom of the eye. I'm also going to draw a little bit more of the eyelid for that. Here's my iris, and here is my pupil. So I want you to make 3 of those. 3 eyes, and then you can add other things like you can add eyelashes, an eyebrow, your choice for that. So I'm drawing 2 other areas where you're going to do that, but you can use the other references as well. All right, so we're going to be drawing a nose now. So I'm drawing in where I want the ridge of the nose to be. But what you want to do is you want to start with the center of the nose. So I just make a happy face shape, 2 teardrops, And then from there, I'm going to be making 2 C shapes and then the bridge of the nose. So that's the frontal nose shape. I want you to try drawing a profile nose as well. So you'll have to draw a triangular shape, the side of the nose or the nostril, the teardrop shape as well. And then depending on where you're looking at the nose, you might see part of the other nostril. And that's what is happening in the more simplified version of the anatomy of the nose. And then this one, the nose is completely turned to the side. It's a big V shape for the side. And then I have the nostril as well. All right, so you can also look at the references on the back for some shading and shading tips. We're now going to be doing the mouth. I would like you to draw out some lines as reference lines for that. So if you're drawing a mouth that is forward, you're going to be drawing a T shape. You'll be making a U shape for the top of the mouth, and then 2 lines that extend down. You'll then draw a line that goes in with a little U shape as well, and a line that extends. You'll then draw a line that goes in. I like to draw the top of the mouth as well as the bottom of the mouth so that you can see that it's not just floating, it's in an area. And that would be a part of a face. When the face is turned, you're not going to see all of the entire mouth or nose or eye. So this mouth right here, you can see more of the left side than the right side. So I'm using the T shape to give me an idea of where everything is going to be falling as far as the length and width of the mouth and the lips. I'm going to do one more mouth. This one is going to be a profile, similar to the nose. You're then going to be drawing a side V shape, and then you will draw the lines that extend down. All right. I also want you to draw ears as well. So all ears are completely different. They're almost like thumb prints or fingerprints. So it's important to really look at the portrait of a person who, if you are going to be drawing or painting their ears. So its basic shape is a really curved shape, and then you repeat that curved shape, and then you draw the inside, and you bring it around. If you want to shade it, you can shade it a little bit. We are going to be painting these as part of the watercolor unit. I wanted to get portraiture and then watercolor, and then also the color theory as well for this project. All right, so I drew a big curve shape. I drew another curve shape. drawing the tragus and then the area where it's attaching to the face. And then here is my third one. I'm really paying attention to the lines that I see. So you really have to look at what you're drawing. So I want you to be using those references. You see on the back there is a face that has an ear that is facing forward. All right, so here we are for the anatomy of the human face. I want you to draw an upside down egg shape or an oval shape. Draw a T shape. So the first line, the horizontal line, that's going to be your eyes. The second is going to be your nose line, and the third is going to be your mouth line. So we practice those. If we're looking at the eyes, you can actually fit 5 eyes across on your eye line. So make sure you give that amount of space for your eyes. So for this, I'm going to be just drawing it pretty simple. For where your nose is, it's the same width as your eye. And then your mouth is the same width as where your iris or pupil would fit, depending on the portrait. So I'm just going to be drawing a simple eye with just an unhappy face shape and a circle. The nose is going to be a happy face shape with the 2 teardrops. And the mouth shape is going to be the little U shape with the lines that extend. And then I repeat 2 more lines as I go down. You can also draw on your eyebrows, your under eyelids as well. Your ears fall in between your eye line and your nose line. So I'm going to be drawing in those as well. So again, your mouth is just a little U shape, 2 lines that extend. Then you draw a line that is horizontal, little U shape, horizontal line, and then just an extended U shape for the bottom of the mouth. Depending on the expression of the face, but for this, we're just going to make it as simple as possible. So any mistakes you make, we're using a pencil, and you can erase and change however you need. For this portrait, you can draw any type of hair you want. You can make it a crazy hair day if you'd like. It's your choice. You can draw your own hair. You can draw the hair of a person that you know, your friend. If you want to add glasses, you could do that. Or any other accessories, that's your choice. All right, for the next part of this, we are going to be making the color wheel on top of the skull. So we're going to be using the little printout that I made in order to do this. You're going to need 12 sections. So what I like to do is I like to draw a T shape, and then I make 3 sections within that T shape. So that will give you 12 sections. Then what you're going to do is you're going to label these. So I started out with yellow, yellow, green, green, so forth and so on. And I'm going to go all the way around, making sure that I'm writing and labeling the colors that I'm going to be using. Then what you're going to do is you're going to start watercoloring these.